spreads like bacteria.
Parents say that I spread like bacteria. So
Say
hashtag rude. Very rude. I literally pointed to both of them like, I hang out with you both more than Carly does, so you're going to miss me a lot.
Oh,
hello everyone, and welcome back to Eat the Damn Cake podcast.
I'm Carly.
Oh, you jumped the gun there. That's Carly, and I'm Maddie. And if you are listening to us for the first time, let us welcome you to our podcast where we talk about all things body neutrality and body positivity in the fitness industry and want to make it a more welcoming environment for all of you. So
yes, welcome.
Welcome.
So happy to have
Welcome
you guys
to
here.
Illyria. Welcome to Illyria. Have you ever seen She's the Man?
Refer back to that.
Okay, refer back, circle back.
So we've gotten a lot of feedback on our Manscaped commercials.
Feedback is definitely a good word for it.
It's not as nice as the word feedback.
Okay, it's not even, it's just like, they're like, wow, we're seeing a whole new side of you. And I'm like, you're seeing a whole new side of Carly. I sit there and I'm like, Carly's ads are pretty good, but I heard we have a new one.
Yes, we do. So my boyfriend wants in on writing these ads more than anything. And I'm like, do you want to just record them for us and we can play them?
Or everything.
Yes, it's his pitches. So this is the most recent one. So pay close attention.
Set the scene, set the tone.
Why waste your money on a luxurious vacation when you have the access to paradise at the palm of your hand with Manscaped? Use code FINDYOURBALLS for 20% off and free shipping.
FINDYOURBALLS.
And we hope that is more PG for you.
That was, but honestly, like,
it's kind of funny.
A vacation for your balls.
Yeah, it is.
It's a vacation for your balls. Can you do that as a hashtag? I feel like you could.
Vacation for your balls.
Well,
so yes,
I haven't had Nick. Nick hasn't been as creative, but Joe is very creative with these new slogans. So I'm looking forward to those.
He has a new one every week. So
just get ready for that. Whenever you hear them, they're not our words, but
yes,
he is a loyal user of it. Yes. So you should trust him.
Yeah. And his coworkers listen to this and now they all know.
Now they all know. You're like, haha.
He was like, yeah.
Wish I didn't know that.
He's like, my coworkers said that you gave me up on the podcast. And I was like, obviously I did.
My God.
Yeah. So that's a good time.
Well, that's a good time.
We also need to revisit a story so that we told last week about, remember our goldfish that lived for 7 years?
And we were like cracking up about it. We were like, our mom held on to the goldfish and revived it because we thought it jumped out of the tank. We did have a couple of those.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the ones that did jump out of the tank were not survivors. Yes. So they didn't make it through that journey.
So the one that my mom brought back to life, she had been an angel and been changing the water.
Like we said, we never touched it.
Yes, we didn't touch it. She was changing the water one day and forgot to put anti-chlorine drops in it, I think.
Yeah, which you can't put a fish in tap water. They'll die.
Yeah, so they need
suffocate
from the chlorine. Yeah,
so chemicals.
All of a sudden the fish was kind of belly up. And so Maddie called her a murderer.
No, okay, here's the thing. I might be dramatic. I am dramatic. I walk in the room and she's panicking because she's like, oh my God, I'm like, you're a murderer, Mom. You murdered my fish. And she literally sat there and put the new drops in that water and was like, okay, I'm just going to feed it right through. And I was like, okay. And she did it for about 2 hours and it came back to life. And it was blind though. That was correct.
So that was correct. And so we just need to correct it that Maddie's super dramatic.
I'm just super dramatic and called my mom a murderer when she was trying to be kind, clean the fish tank and failed. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, I love you. I love you so much. But
throughout the past week, you guys haven't missed much besides the fact that I dyed my hair super dark.
Yes.
Thanks
Carly,
to Karina
at Style Salon Spa in Framingham.
So if you guys are looking for a new hairdresser, go see Karina at Style Salon in Framingham. She's unbelievable.
Unreal. She does my hair too. That's why I'm so blonde and luscious and beautiful.
She brought my hair literally back to life. It was crusty and dead. And
it looks really good.
It looked like a broom. Before.
Okay, that's just not true. No. Have you ever seen dead blonde hair? Straw. Hey, that's actually.
True. Yeah.
I actually have some huge news.
Lay it on us.
Laying it on you in 3, 2, 1. I'm moving out of my parents' house.
Take your tops off.
Yes, literally, we are firmly like entering adulthood. Me and Nick, I know. Hello, everybody. I just turned 24 and I am moving out. Will I be back? Who knows?
I've been back.
Carly's been back a couple times. So they think they got rid of me, but me and Nick are moving into an apartment in Holliston. So if you guys want to stalk me, just let me know. I'm just kidding. We're really excited.
We're all
quick turnaround.
Really excited.
I'm not kidding you. Yesterday we were outside and me and Nick went to see the apartment, and I pretty much had my mind made up. But I'm like, guys, guess what? We're gonna sign, and they're like, yay, the bacteria is leaving. And I was like,
not like the COVID bacteria.
No, like just
Maddie
like
spreads
my
like
parents
bacteria.
say that I spread like bacteria. So
Say
hashtag rude. Very rude. I literally pointed to both of them like, I hang out with you both more than Carly does, so you're gonna miss me a lot. And they're like, that's true. So I still might be the favorite.
But guess what? I get my room back.
Carly, literally, I told her, she's like, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah. I literally don't want you to be here anymore. I want my room back. She's like, your room's going to become a walk-in closet and I'm going to move. Then she goes, can a king-size bed fit in here? I'm like, for whom?
For me and Duke.
For whom?
For me and Duke. Duke would love
a king-size bed. He'd love it. He'd eat it right up.
He would. So,
well, I mean,
I'm just trying to spoil my son. I can't buy him a house right now, so I'll buy him a king-size bed.
I just hope you all know, if you could picture the bedrooms that we live in, they're not huge by any means.
No.
The one that I'm in right now is slightly bigger than Carly's.
And I have a
queen-size
bed and a dog crate big enough for a Great Dane. In the one that I live in now.
She created a monster because now Duke won't go into a crate made for his size.
Okay, yes. Side note, Joe. So I never stay at Joe's house because he doesn't have a dog crate there. And so he's like, I'm going to order one just so like Duke can like stay in the crate because Joe.
He's spoiled. He actually likes his crate, which is good. He
likes his crate, but.
Joe likes his crate. No, I'm just kidding.
Joe loves
his crate. We keep Joe in a crate. Yeah.
Joe's in the crate, Duke's in the bed.
How it should be, honestly.
No, so we like get a crate, we set it up and we're like, Duke, look at, and it's smaller because we don't need one that big for him.
He's only 60 pounds, everybody. Yeah. He's not heavy.
But he's not like, he's a 60 pound like pit bull, like basically because he has such a big barrel chest. So that's where most of the weight is. It's not like he's a big tall dog.
No, he's not big.
Anyways, we try to get him to go in this crate. He would not even walk.
He looks in there. Yeah. Looks around.
He like stepped 1 foot in.
Not quite.
Then went backwards and was like
this is not quite enough luxurious for me.
And jumped up on the bed and was like, screw you guys.
Yep.
I was like, are you kidding me? So
Carly's excited to move her Great Dane size cage into my room.
Yes.
I'm excited too. So if anyone has some old furniture or plates, silverware, I was literally going through everything. I'm like, okay, so I am poverty level here. Like pretty, very poor. And I have a 75 Marshall's gift card and a $100 scratch ticket I need to cash in.
Perfect.
So we got $175 that I can use towards my apartment, and that's it. So I will be taking all and any hand-me-downs.
Perfect.
It's going to be great.
We also have some very, very exciting news that we kind of led to the last couple podcasts, but it is set in stone. It is happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Do you want to tell everyone what's happening?
I do.
Okay. Can we?
Yes. Next Monday, March 29th. Mark your calendars if you are in the Boston area.
With a glitter pen and a highlighter and stickers.
You are able to take Built by Byron in person at the Grand.
Have you ever been to the Grand, Carly?
Bury me under the Grand.
Literally the nights to be had in the Grand.
Yes.
It's a nightclub if you've never been there.
It's oxymoron to feel like I'm working out at the place that I used to like send it. But now, you know what? Here I am. I'm so excited.
We've got limited spots available. There's going to be
I think Wednesday signups will go live
on our website, builtbybyron.com. We'll have something labeled specifically for the Grand class.
Yes. And if you sign up but cannot make it, delete.
Cancel it.
Cancel.
It's going to be filling up quickly, so definitely get in there. If you have any questions, you just DM us. We'll be posting officially on Instagram this week, but you are the first to hear.
You are the first to hear.
So spread the word.
Yeah.
Come see us. It's going to be so much fun. It's a bodyweight HIIT class. Bring your own mat. We have the band.
Masks required.
Yeah. It's all very safe. Bad. You have lots of space. You're not breathing down anyone's neck. It's great. So we can't freaking wait.
Yeah,
it's going to be a literal party, but we're working out. So you'll forget you're working out. So it's fine. But
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Where are you going with this?
I was just thinking about how I only had one coffee today.
Yeah.
And I had like my 4 espresso shots, which, casual. And I was feeling like absolute garbage in the car. And Carly was like, oh, that's why I drink my matcha. I love matcha.
That's why I drink matcha.
My $75 matcha. And I'm like,
not that expensive.
It's $50.
58.
Okay.
For 20
$60 for matcha. So
okay.
Carly and I were like, okay, perfect day to do our hell nah, hell yeah with matcha.
Because last week we said celery juice and matcha will complement each other.
Yes. So we broke it down for you. We went in, we got the research, so you don't have to. That's our goal for you. Make it nice and easy for you. So matcha, and I literally, this is going to sound really stupid because I
didn't know this?
I didn't know this. Matcha is green tea.
It is, but it's very fine fragments of green tea.
Jesse's laughing at me. I had no idea. Thought matcha was this like separate entity of itself, this like mecca amazing powder. I'm like, oh my God, powder, matcha powder. Everyone's like, it's just powdered, like it's tea.
It's green tea.
Yes. But it's very, like you said, potent, very refined and pure green tea.
Yes.
And I also had no idea, I was doing all this research, how many things green tea is good for.
Oh, yeah.
So it's full of caffeine to start, but you go.
It doesn't make you crash after, and it gives you like nice like energy to
Carly's just moving her hands around. Energy to move through the world.
I did that last week too. No, but it gives you energy without the crash of the caffeine come down, and that's amazing.
So since it's a more natural form, so the reason why you have less of a crash with matcha is because there's typically about 70 milligrams of caffeine in a serving of matcha. There's anywhere from like 90 to I think you can get coffee to 200 milligrams of caffeine, and that's why people find that there's such a heavy crash with caffeine, and it dehydrates you. I mean, I honestly am a pro. I can tell you all the problematic things that happen when you drink too much coffee. Headache, tiredness, like exhaustion, the shakes.
And none of that happens with matcha.
No. And
it energizes you for the day. And then when you are like losing your energy or that initial caffeine, it's like a gradual loss. It's not like you're super caffeinated 1 second and then all of a sudden you're like dead.
And then when you go through and do even more research, there are so many studies on green tea's effects on anti-carcinogens. So cancerous thing, like anything with cancer. So lung, colon, esophagus, mouth, stomach, small intestine, kidney, pancreas, mammary glands, breast cancer. There's been a lot of studies on it. And it's actually, in some cases, has helped the growth of tumors. It has, I'll probably say this wrong, anti-tumoretic like functions. So it helps shrink the tumors. It helps, pretty much helps keep it smaller and help you heal. And then on top of that, there's so many cool things. I'm like so interested by it now.
It's always also loaded with antioxidants.
Yes. So the thing with the antioxidants in matcha, and this was something that was really cool for me. So in the world, there's free radicals everywhere. And like, what the hell is a free radical? It's like toxins and things that get into your body. And every body has normal amounts of like free radicals. It's normal to have those. But when there gets to be too much, it can cause like oxidative stress, and it can cause, your immune system to crash and anything like that. So all the antioxidants that are in matcha, they're actually super, super beneficial to fighting those free radicals. So helps get toxins out of your body. And what are some of those toxins? Inflammation, huge thing. It's a huge anti-inflammatory. I had no idea. I was literally just saying to everyone, I was like, I should probably turn myself on to matcha and celery juice because my whole body is just one inflamed thing.
Yeah, it will benefit so much from that. Also, what I've noticed from drinking it every day is a clear mind. It like frees your brain up to like do your best work that day. I love it. I feel like, you know how sometimes you can wake up feeling cloudy in the morning?
Yeah.
It gets rid of any of that cloudiness feeling, like you just are ready for the day after you drink it. There are also multiple ways to drink it. Like you
can do hot,
cold, latte form.
Those are 2 ways. An iced latte or a hot latte.
No, but you don't have to also do latte like the kind that I get, which is Peak Tea, Pique. don't have a discount code for you.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
She's not an influencer for everything, everyone.
No.
Just so sorry. But so the coolest thing just about it, sorry, go ahead. What are you saying?
I was saying that like that is the most like pure form of matcha because it actually dissolves in cold water, and a lot of them don't.
Oh yeah,
in cold
they're
water.
not cold water soluble.
Yeah, but peak tea makes it cold because it's like triple toxin screened.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So honestly, definitely give it a try. I would say if you can get past the taste, definitely go for it.
I have ways to make it taste better, so DM me and I'll make you guys a little tutorial video on how I make my matcha lattes in the morning.
How lucky are we?
Like if you pair it with oat milk and then matcha and then a little bit of like agave or honey or
sweetener. Carly's liquid stevia.
Yeah, just like a drop of it or a couple
I will say
plungers of it.
I will say one other thing too that I found that was wicked cool as someone who has crippling anxiety. They found in studies, they did, I think it was like a month study, and there was either people drinking, not matcha or matcha, but they didn't know which one they were drinking. And the people who were drinking matcha consistently every day reported less anxiety and stress as well. So it keeps you evened out. It keeps you a little bit more focused, like Carly said. So we're big supporters of it, and I will give it a firm hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell to the yeah. Try it out. And definitely just do your research prior, because I was reading about there's a lot of like not so pure types of matcha that you can get, which
the expensive stuff
is the better.
It's
stuff.
the better stuff,
and it's kind of like CBD.
Yeah, it's like like Beam.
Like Beam,
it's not the cheapest.
It's not the cheapest, but it's the most purest form.
Yes.
And honestly, we were just talking about Beam the other day because
we love it so much.
We love it so much, but I have not been sleeping that well lately. I don't know what it is. Is it like the spring equinox? What's causing it? I don't know. The moon signs. I don't know. Is it the new stress of carrying my new age at 24 years old? I just don't know. It might be all the things combined. But I've been using Dream CBD. Dream Beam is the shit. And it
really is.
And everyone that's like, oh.
And this actually is not an ad.
No, it's not an ad. It actually is not an ad. And I just like talking about it. And so many people reached out to me a couple times after the last few episodes. And they're like, are you just saying that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we do not have to say it at all. So Dream, try it. If you find that melatonin's not strong enough, try it out. And if you have trouble falling or even staying asleep, both sides, it helps me so much.
Same here.
Byron15 is our code, BIRON15 at checkout to save you some moolah. Like we said, this isn't an ad. This is just something that I like to talk about because after talking about matcha, I was like, CBD also is a huge anti-inflammatory and an anti-anxiety.
And sometimes I'll get not the Dream Beam, but the fixer, the
regular CBD oil.
And I'll put it in my matcha in the morning to start my day because, why not?
Because health. Because taking care of your body.
Because I'm the face of health.
And as I walk in today, Carly's eating like 7 chicken nuggets, microwave chicken nuggets for lunch. What else have you eaten today? Is that it? Yeah. Interesting. It's okay. Honestly, I walked in the door so ravenous.
Today's been so busy.
Today's been so crazy.
That's not an excuse.
It's not.
This brings us to our next point.
It does bring us to our next point.
Don't fall in the booby traps. The booby traps.
The booby traps.
Of bikini bod diets.
Ugh.
Going into the summer. We need to talk about this. We need to cover it because everyone is starting to market their workout plan or their diet or how to get ready for this summer.
All over TikTok and social media, like Instagram and TikTok.
Do you want to have a hot girl summer?
Oh, or have you seen the toxic ass TikToks where all over the cabinets there's bikinis hanging?
It's like, do you want to fit in this?
Yeah, there's a sign that says, oh no, not today, girl. Like you're go have a stick of celery. I'm like, you're joking.
It makes me cringe.
It hurts me so much because it's this diet culture, right? And we think you have to be a certain size or look a certain way to be in a bikini, a bathing suit in general, whatever the hell you want to wear. Like, do you want your ass cheeks hanging out? Great. Me too. I love when I wear cheeky bikinis. Yeah. Does someone else? Maybe not. Does it matter what size they are? No. So it's so true though. Branding is everything. And people try to make this lucrative amount of money off of branding something. Get your bikini bod.
Yeah.
Summer body.
Train with us and in 4 weeks you will see results.
Well, it's this going into the warmer seasons. People are like, I'm getting ready for a hot girl summer. Like, hot girl summer doesn't matter what size you are. 100%. Hot girl summer does not you don't determine if you can participate in hot girl summer or guy summer or whatever, hot summer, based on the way you look or your size.
Yes, no matter what.
You're already participating.
Yes.
If it's warm out, it's summer,
and you're human.
You're human, you're hot. Let's do it. Let's just go for that. But I think the scariest part is that it works in a lot of ways for people. They hear bikini, they hear summer.
Juice cleanse.
Remember that fun little hell yeah, hell not? It made me literally want to freak out.
Stick my head in
one was called, I think, the bikini juice cleanse or summer juice cleanse. And it's just so toxic because why does one season determine like a specific diet? You always need a good diet. Right. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. And like, do we feel like we're probably more critical of ourselves when we're going into warmer weather? Because yes, maybe we're wearing clothing that, cuts a little shorter or covers up a little less of our body. Yeah. We're all hyper focused on all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. But you actually don't have to be. And I will continue to say this all the time. We are our own toughest critics.
100%.
Like, half the time when I notice something on my body, I can guarantee you nobody noticed it.
No one. Maddie has been saying more and more like, oh, like because of my back, I just feel gross and I look gross and all this stuff. And I'm like, Maddie, visually, you have not changed.
Like, haven't changed at all, probably.
Yeah. And she's like, no, but I've been out for a month or two. Or
it's been 2-ish months now since I'm just going through a lot of atrophy. So like I'm losing a lot of muscle mass and it's just not a fun time. Like I'm not having a great time with it.
Well, who would?
Right. It's just not fun. But the good news is that I'm actually pain free. I got 4 needles in my spine the other day. Yay. And I'm doing better. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've noticed these tiny little baby changes, and Carly's like, Maddie, you look the same.
Yeah, and she hasn't changed at all.
And that's
one bit.
And that kind of brings me to another point too, with training and like these bikini fad diets and stuff. Like half the time when we talk about diet culture, half of the weight people are losing is like water weight, and like the weight that you lose is just based on cutting or being really restrictive with your eating.
Yeah.
And then you gain it all right back. And it's not a healthy way to do it. If you want an immediate result, yeah, you might get 5 to 10 pounds off within a couple or 2 or 3 weeks because of this restrictive eating habit, but it's not sustainable.
No. And like we've said with every diet, like once you go back to, say you do it for a couple of weeks and then go back to it, you're going to gain the weight back. Go back to your normal eating.
And half the time
habits.
too.
So it's just more like we always say, it's more of a lifestyle change. It's just.
And I feel like we just need to cancel the word diet. I hate cancel culture so much, but I just feel like the word diet just needs to get the fuck out.
Yeah, see ya.
It's just so annoying.
Don't let the door hit you.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. We're over you. We're done. We're so done.
There's no need. There's no need to make anyone feel bad about how they're looking going into the summer.
No
matter what.
I can't.
And it kills me when businesses profit off of like,
oh my God.
Or like New Year's programs too. Like, oh, you want to restart the new year?
It's like
we did a January refresh program, but it was not based on looks. It wasn't based on losing weight. It was based on
try a couple
feel.
Things new. Yeah. How do you feel this month? And like, are you trying to do something different this year? And not even this year, just are you trying to do something different this month? It's like, why are we labeling all these things a specific way to make it more lucrative? And that's because most gyms and most fitness programs are after one thing, and it's your money. It's usually not to make you feel better about yourself. It's not usually also about the results, even though that's what they label it as. Like the amount of times
they could care less if you actually lose the weight.
Well, the sandwich boards outside of gyms?
Yeah.
They're like, go get your summer body or get your summer kick started with our like free month trial. And it's like, bro, like seriously?
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't do that.
No.
I'm like, it just hurts me on the inside. So please don't let yourself fall into that trap of thinking I need to look a certain way or be a certain size by summer. You're already having a hot girl, hot guy, hot summer. So
yeah,
you don't need to lose weight to have that.
So you do you. And if you do want to feel better going into the summer.
Be stronger.
Be stronger. Like we said, not skinny, but be stronger and gain a sort of confidence in a certain way, we are happy to help you and guide you along those ways.
Yeah. And we're not going to talk about
the visual results.
We're not going to talk, the visual results like we talked about last week are not going to be the first things we talk about.
No.
We're going to talk about
how do you feel?
How do you feel? Are you feeling strong? What do you want to be stronger at? Is there anything during your day that you feel like you could be doing better? Like carrying the groceries up the stairs. Is that something that you've like wanted to be able to do in one trip? Great. Let's work towards that. Like
wow, that's a good one.
Well, what we do is functional fitness, and functional fitness helps you throughout your life.
Yeah.
You're not bodybuilding. You're not building all this muscle to just do one powerful deadlift, like crazy heavy deadlift that you're never going to use again probably in your life. Yeah. Yes, lifting heavy is important to get stronger and build muscle, but we're not going to like have you break your back just for funsies. Like
no.
Everything we're doing has intention. So if you ever want to talk about that with us, just slide into our little baby DMs. Slide right in.
Also, we are 40 people away from 1,000 followers.
Yeah, we are.
So once we hit 1,000, like we've said, we're doing a big ass giveaway.
There might be a couple cute, fun, flirty things involved. It's kind of like right in between us. It may or may not end in the word "scaped" and start with a word "man."
It might.
I don't know.
Or like maybe some beam.
Some beam or some merch.
Or merch.
Some hoe for carbs merch.
Are you a hoe for carbs?
I'm a massive hoe for carbs. I literally walked in.
I am a street walker for carbs.
I literally will do anything for carbs. I walked in the house today ravenous because it was such a crazy morning.
That's how I feel right now.
And you know when you open the fridge and you're like, I don't care what's in here, everything's going into my mouth. Yeah. I must touch everything with my tongue. So I literally pulled 3 jars of pickles out, had one of each kind of pickle. It was like, no, not what I'm feeling. There was some pizza that I heated up in the air fryer last night, pull that out, have like 1.5 slices. I'm like, that's also not what I'm feeling. And then we had some sausage left over from last night, grabbed a couple slices of that. Like, maybe not. This isn't it. Then I made myself bruschetta, and I haven't stopped burping up my bruschetta, and it tastes really bad a second time.
She's asked every single person. Hold on. She's asked every single person since we've gotten here for a piece of gum, and no one's had gum. And she's like, I just feel like my breath smells really bad. And it's
Sam
like,
has gum.
Thank God. Thank God you wear masks now.
Well, I know, because I'm probably like a fiery garlic breathing dragon. I did put 2 garlic cloves in my bruschetta, and I'm like, is that what I'm tasting? It doesn't taste awesome. And I felt really gross after. And I guess tomatoes, fun fact, aren't good for inflammation in the body.
Have you ever
Tom
heard
Brady
of
doesn't eat it, I guess.
Okay. You just cut me off.
Have you ever heard of
TB12? I was going to say.
But the thing is I thought they were anti-inflammatories.
No, he doesn't eat tomatoes because they're an inflammatory product.
Too bad they're like one of my favorite foods.
They're so acidic.
Aesthetic. I like them though.
Maddie just made fun of my lips.
I forgot. I did that like unintentionally.
She literally looked at me with aesthetic.
Okay. Carly. Okay, this is
normalized
a quick
speech impediment.
Oh, it's fine. But quickly, Carly, the way she drinks, and if anyone knows her really well, so she's a big hot chocolate lover, and she only drinks hot chocolate one way. You put it in a mug.
Well, no.
And it's hot.
I drink it from Starbucks.
Well, now she does. But at home, the Swiss Miss, the homemade hot chocolate, shout out to my friends when I said it was homemade and it's from a powder.
Swiss Miss.
So you put hot water, you mix it up, whatever. Carly will like drown this shit in milk. Like so much milk to make it a cool enough temperature where she can stick a straw in and make the loudest gulping noises I've ever heard. And she'll one touch it. She'll one touch her freaking hot chocolate. She'll like gulp, gulp, gulp. And like her tongue like sticks out of her mouth while she does it. She like cradles the straw in between her tongue. It's disgusting. If anyone has had the privilege of watching that.
So Maddie, between my breakfast, me slurping up syrup and drinking hot chocolate, Maddie's horrified. Thank God she's moving out.
Or have you ever heard her eat Oreos?
I breathe a little heavy.
Carly breathes so heavy when she puts food in her mouth. She's like, like it's like ravenous. Like all I remember is when Keith used to call Carly out for eating Oreos. He'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I didn't realize how like heavily I was breathing while eating Oreos. And then one day my friend Keith, he was like, "Are you okay?"
We were all sitting there like looking at her like.
I literally had like an arm around the sleeve and I was like.
Yum, 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 yum. I love Oreos. So Carly has a way of eating. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I probably eat really weird. I actually have a breathing thing where I squeak. I like hold my breath and then
No, let me demonstrate. She does this. She goes,
yeah, literally squeak. And
she's like exhaling, but like squeaking. And I'm like, does she not realize she's like on TikTok? Like,
I literally like hold my breath unintentionally. And the other night, me and Nick were sitting watching TV, and he looks at me and he's like, "Are you holding your breath?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "You keep making these like heavy sighs." Like I'll be sitting there and go. He'll be like, "What's going on?"
you do that all the time.
It's just me. Maybe it's my anxiety. Maybe, I don't know.
Last night, though, side note, quick left.
We're taking many left turns.
Only because this, like, in a way reminded me. Okay. Last night, I didn't sleep at all. I don't know why. Just like Sunday scaries.
I remember
into
that.
Monday. So I was like very hyper aware of my surroundings last night and everything going on. And Joe was like knocked out of sleep, twitching, you know the drill. And he was talking in his sleep last night, and he was like, "Oh, fucking A," like literally screamed out that. And I turned and looked, and I was like, "Oh, he's definitely asleep."
Yeah.
This morning I woke up and I was like, "What were you dreaming about last night?" And he was like, I don't remember. And I was like, "You were swearing in your sleep." It was absurd. I've literally never heard that before.
That's when you know it's like work's getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
If you're dreaming about how work is, you're like, okay, it's slid its way into my dreams. Send
literally.
help.
Let's go into this or that,
Let's
shall we?
freaking do it. I'm so
did
excited.
This morning, like pretty not last minute.
We did it early because we had a really good idea from our parents.
Yes, we have to give Colleen and Roger all the credit for this because they came up with this whole thing while they were out to dinner the other night and sent us a whole note. It was so cute.
It was cute. They're like, we came up with this week's this or that.
And I was like, thank God.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Thank God. Thank you. What was the first one?
The first one.
Oh, well, what was did we say what it was?
Dining out edition.
Dining out edition.
So we are going to fancy or casual?
I like mostly casual, but I love dressing up for a nice dinner. Yeah. I feel like the pandemic has made me want to dress up more.
The panorama.
The pandemic. I think I like to dress up more now. Like I'll treat we said a couple weeks ago, we'll treat last week.
When I was Alexis.
Yes. We'll treat every outing as if it was like the first and the last.
Yeah.
So I'll go fancy. I think I did vote fancy.
I voted casual because I'm a cash girl. If you could see what I'm wearing right now, I'm in biker shorts.
Carly says that, but she wore leather shorts above the knee boots, a hat, and a leopard top out to breakfast the other day. She's like, I'm casual.
Anyways, I am the most casual bitch out there. $235 for casual, $72 for fancy. After that, bar or table? I'm a bar girl.
Always a bar girl.
Yeah, I love just grabbing a seat at the bar.
Yeah, it's easy. It's quicker, usually.
Breezy.
And beautiful. And only sitting at the bar if you're allowed to of age, of course.
Yes. $125 for the bar, $182 for a table.
Okay.
Cocktail or beer and wine?
Okay, I had a few people reply.
Oh, I know.
They were like, here's the sitch. Cocktail first, then beer or wine.
Yeah, then you switch.
It depends on the energy, though. Like, if it's the weekend, I feel like I can tackle a cocktail. If it's like...
Couple.
Yeah. Okay. I can't typically. Because like, give me 4 Cosmos and then a bottle of wine. I'm good.
No.
We've never done that. We might have one or two times.
No, not then a bottle of wine. A couple Cosmos. So
Carly's had a couple Cosmos.
And I was not feeling great the next day. So.
Well, that's just pure vodka. Why would you want that?
Who loves a good Cosmo? Raise your hand. Me. This girl.
Only her.
Mama loves the juice. Okay.
Okay, I think I voted wine though.
Yeah. I voted a cocktail because I was thinking.
What one?
Cocktail for $214.
Wow.
Beer and wine $77.
I'm actually kind of shocked about that.
I was too. So are you do you like to share food with the other person you're out with or plate to yourself?
Share.
So this is my biggest pet peeve with Joe. He orders 3 meals to himself and I'm like, can we just share one of them? And he's like, no, Joe hungry.
Oh
and
my.
I'm like, but do you want to share a pizza? And he's like, no.
Oh, me and Nick always share. I feel like lately we've been doing, we'll get like 1 or 2 appetizers and share an entree because I will start to admit my eyes are a lot bigger than my stomach sometimes. But like when we split things, we always end up finishing the food in front of us. I'm a huge splitter.
I like to share. Yeah, I'm a sharer.
What's the
$170 for share your food, $138 for plate to yourself.
Okay.
Are you an appetizer girl, appetizer or salad?
Appetizer. Give me all the appetizers.
Same here.
I could
Screw the
literally
salad.
order
carbs.
only from the
Me too.
appetizers too. I'm a huge appetizer
That's
person.
why it's good when me and Maddie go out to eat together because we just share a ton
We
of apps.
graze like 4 appetizers and that's our deal.
And
that's our dinner.
Usually don't finish them. So
Yeah, and that's true.
$2.65 for appetizer, $42 for salad. Then do you like tapas, like small plates or entrees?
I like small plates better.
I'm an entrees girl.
See, you just said you like grazing appetizers though, and tapas is basically just a ton of appetizers.
Yeah, but I don't like tapas restaurants for some reason.
Have you ever been?
Yes.
Where?
Barcelona in the south end. Barcelona.
Well, I'm just saying it's basically a bunch of mini appetizers.
No, I know, but I liked each food and like Yvonne's, for example, that's tapas too. But it wasn't enough of everything.
Okay, I can see that.
You know what I mean?
No, I get
Usually
that.
tapas restaurants are like more expensive.
No, they are.
Like
They're like $15 for like this tiny little thing of octopus, and you're like,
yeah.
I devoured that in one
So
bite.
that's why I like entrees better when I'm like starving. But if it's like grazing meal, then I'll do that. But small plates actually won $167 to $139 for entrees.
Interesting.
Dessert or too full? This is really close. This is 51.49%.
Someone one time said to me, they go, never date someone if they make you feel bad for wanting to get dessert.
True.
Me and Nick never get dessert, and it's never because of me, and that's all I'll say. He doesn't like sweets, but I'll never, and I'm definitely confident enough to get my own dessert, but half the time I'm like, I don't want to eat it alone though.
Yeah.
So this is nothing against you, Pickle. Like, it's not your fault, but that you don't like.
You make me feel bad.
You make me feel bad about wanting dessert. No, I'm totally a dessert person. I'm like, give me it all.
Same here. I usually am too full, but on the rare occasion that I'm not,
I got a hollow leg.
Give me that cookie in the
cookie
dish.
skillet.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the
I'm like bat my eyelashes at Joe. I'm like, can we get the cookie skillet?
He's like, fine.
Yeah. He's like,
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Schnookums. What one?
$152 for dessert always. $149 for too full.
Great.
After dinner drinks or coffee and tea?
After dinner drinks.
You're an espresso teeny girl.
Oh God, yeah. Mix the coffee and the drink.
Yeah. See, I'm not. But I'm not coffee and tea either. I'm more after dinner drinks. Like I'll have a glass of wine or something. Yeah. But
Cause like after my 4 Cosmos, I'll just take a glass.
Oh my God. No, she's making me sound so bad right now.
No, she just like
I could actually put down that much. No.
I mean,
I could if I wanted to. But would I feel good?
No,
not
worth it. I know what you mean though. Like if I go out and then go back home and we're doing after dinner drinks, I'd have a drink after instead of coffee or tea.
$2.24 for after dinner drink, $67 for coffee or tea.
Okay.
Tip 20% or always over tip.
Always over tip.
Easy.
That's coming from 2 people that have worked service industry jobs. Yeah. And if you aren't that type of person,
I mean, 20% is the bare minimum you should be tipping. So if you were like, where's the 15% option? Like, get out.
Well, it's just like, we're in a pandemic.
Yeah.
And even before that. But like right now, like especially like.
Don't go out to eat if you can't afford to tip 20%.
That is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Even when I'm like, I'm a broke bitch, I'm 100%. Still going to tip really well because you also don't want to be labeled as one of those people that.
Bad tipper.
It's not a good tipper.
Yeah, you don't. You don't want to be known as that person. $155 for always over tip, $145 for tip 20%.
I know a few people accidentally didn't pick over tip too. Yeah, so it's a little skewed.
Are you Ubering to dinner or driving?
Depends on the vibe.
Same here. Yeah. 112 said Uber, and I'm assuming those are the people that live in the city, and then 181 for drive.
Well, this is the thing. If you're going to drink enough to make it like to impair your driving, please Uber. Yes. Do not drink and drive. It's never worth it, ever. So like I said, depends on the vibe. If it's a 1 glass of wine kind of vibe, we're driving. If it's more than that, Uber. Or Pickle will drive me.
Or my chauffeur will drive me.
Yes. I will say he gets to have 1 drink. I get to drink whatever I want.
Indoor seating or outdoor seating?
Outdoor. That vibe. The vibes are immaculate, always.
$244 for outdoor seating, $53 for indoor seating. That concludes this week's This or That. We are begging you guys at this point.
Review.
Subscribe.
Comment, like, laugh, love.
And then if you send us that little cute screenshot,
We got a couple of you to participate, and I want a couple more. Leave a review. Leave it with your real name. It takes literally 2 seconds. It won't pop up immediately. So we've got some DMs being like, it didn't show up. It'll come up.
It will come up, yeah. They just are making sure
they like screen through everything, obviously. And then, don't forget to do that. And also don't forget to go sign up for our grand class next Monday, March 29th at 6 p.m. All right, well.
Have yourselves a week.
We'll see you next week on Eat the Damn Cake. Have a week.